Welcome to Shreveport, Louisiana, home to the 11th oldest bowl game in college football, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking downfield, it's Collier. Makes the grab, it's Graves. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Chanticleers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll run play action. Fires one high and deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Kick is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Bulldogs offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. Man, this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. To the air, it's Baker. Caught close to the marker, it's Jackson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Finley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Power football with the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Bulldogs have this offense rolling. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it along the sideline. All out of space. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. A great catch and run for 6.
And there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To throw, it's Baker. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Going to swing it on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Hinton. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. It's Collier. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Chanticleer send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw on 3rd. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Gandy. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to keep it in the air. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gandy. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Trying play action. Out of the backfield, he's open. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Baker. He's going to take off. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground, and now getting him behind the sticks.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, shot to clear. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking downfield, it's Collier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun on third down. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hinton. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, I myself have been in Shreveport to call the Independence Bowl. What a fantastic experience, and we've had ourselves a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Independence Bowl.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to pass, it's Baker. Flips it out on the screen. Spins away from the defense. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy one to the back.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The give to the right.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Sweet cut there. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now they'll run the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Nestled just inside that right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. On the move, it's Simpkins. Crosses the 30. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He'll keep it himself. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. The shot that clears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Dropping back, it's Collier. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Simpkins. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one splits the uprights. The lead down to just 3, 20-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Using his legs, it's Simpkins. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's Washington. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to get it to the marker. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Chanticleers are flying down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Chanticleers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's reeled in. It's Hinton. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Baker. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Simpkins. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The give on the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Wiggins. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air, it's Collier. That's caught, it's Simpkins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. On the option. Now the pitch. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they'll take a knee.